Shawnee. Welcome back. Guess what time it is? It is time for our weekly roundup, where I go over all of the eyeshadow palettes I used over the past week and I rank them from least liked to most liked. Typically, I like all of the palettes, but sometimes I like one more than other. Now this week was a Glaminatrix week. It started out because I got their newest palette, Into the Night, and then all of a sudden I was like, let's just use all of the Glaminatrix palettes I have. So that means we have 4 slots and 4 palettes. Now, I didn't do my makeup one day this week because I didn't go into my office. Usually that's when I will do a doing my makeup at work thing, but I didn't. Excuse me. Oh, child, we gotta hurry up. Okay, so let's go ahead and jump right in. Again, these are all the Glaminatrix palettes that I have, and I'm excited to show them to you and excited to show you the looks. I really did like all of them this week, which is very different from last week, right? I think last week I was like, I hated every single look. So, in number 4, we have the Glaminatrix Glamorous Palette. Now, this is the palette, very pretty if you like pinks and purples, but it also gives you the blues and a couple of lighter shades. I like this palette a lot. I think this is the second one. No, this is the first Glaminatrix palette that I got, and I really enjoyed it. I thought the look was cute. I felt very cute that day, but I like some of the other looks a little bit more, so that puts this one at number 4. Now, number 3 is actually the newest palette that I got. It is the Glaminatrix Into the Night palette. This is such a pretty palette. Really love the packaging. And this is the one I got the fastest from the brand. I think it took 2 weeks and I had it and I was ready to go. So this is the newest one. I did a pinky look with this and the shimmer was like out of this world. It was so bright, so stunning. Like if you really want to be seen from like the sky, some of these shimmers are the way to go. Now what I did learn with this palette, and I talked about it in the video where I did swatches and everything, what I did learn is that you definitely want to use a glitter glue like the NYX glitter primer with the shimmers. When I tried it without the shimmers, it was okay, but I noticed that I got a lot of fallout. But I will say that once I used a glitter primer, it was perfect, got no fallout. So you definitely want to use that for the shimmers, pretty much all of their shimmers. Just go ahead and put the glitter glue on and then pack on the shade and you'll be good to go. Number 2, we have the Glaminatrix Nocturne Palette. Let me show you. Now this is one I'm actually surprised is a little bit higher on my list because there's kind of a grungy lean to it in this palette, and typically I am not one that wears a lot of like grungy colors, but I really enjoyed the look that I created with this one. Like it was it was just pretty. I really enjoyed it and I'm really excited to use this palette more. I've got a couple of dips in some of the shades, but I definitely can use it more. This is the only one that comes in this type of packaging, this sort of like faux velvety thing they have going on. So it's a little different from Into the Night and Glamorous. I think it feels really nice. It's just a different sort of packaging if you're worried about that. Now, number 1, you already guessed that it's from Glaminatrix. The number 1 palette this past week has been their Nearly Natural palette. Now, when I tell you I waited a decade and a half to get this palette, it is so pretty. It is so like me. And what's interesting is that I didn't use the like pinky tones. I actually used more of the green tones. I know I used Nude, Exposed. What is that one? Down to Earth, and Disrobe. So I used these three in this one here for a darker outer V. And I love this palette. I really like the look that I did with this, and typically I don't do a ton of greens and blues, but whenever I do, people like love it. And I think whenever I do a weekly roundup and I've got a blue or a green in there look, I usually that's like number one. Isn't that interesting? I think I could be making that up. But ever since I got this palette, I've really enjoyed it. And what was I gonna say? Oh, so I wore this on Friday, I think, and every other Friday I have an 8 a.m. meeting with a whole bunch of other psychologists, and we consult and we like give each other like peer supervision and stuff like that. Now, because it's so early in the morning, I'm often not on camera. We do it virtually. I usually start with my camera off because honestly, I'm typically getting ready for the day, and sometimes I don't have any clothing on, and that's like not appropriate. It's not that kind of meeting. So what I did is I did my makeup. You know, I'm engaging in the conversation and everything. Threw on a cute little outfit, and then I come on camera, honey. And when I came on, everybody was like, yes, is that a smoky eye? And I'm like, yes, girl. So people loved this look. I actually got a lot of compliments on it, I think, so from my colleagues and also from my clients that day. So it was a hit. It was a hit, so it had to go in number one. Now, I have always wanted to, not always, I've recently wanted to spotlight some non-makeup, non-eyeshadow palette products in the videos, and I will say that these products I have really enjoyed, and they are hair products. They actually helped me to get this snatched ponytail I have going on right now, okay? Let me tell you what they are. So, first of all, with natural hair, you do need to keep it moisturized. So I finally got myself a spray bottle that I just put water in. You could probably put water and oil, but it is the Tangle Teaser Spray, and it's like a mist. Whew. Girl, you could probably use this for your face too. So I really enjoy this to spray on my hair at night before I like moisturize and kind of braid it or twist it, and it is really good also to help comb out your hair. So if you have natural hair, you don't want to comb it dry. It's much better to comb it with some moisture in there. I really like this, and it's pink. Now, the other thing I have come to love is this Bamboo Charcoal Deep Cleansing Shampoo. This is new for me. I've used it twice to wash my hair, duh. And it's from Shea Moisture, and I really wanted something because I was feeling like my scalp was really dry, and I just couldn't figure out why I couldn't like keep the moisture in my scalp, and it would just be dry and flaky. So I got this, and I kid you not, as soon as I wash my hair with this, like my scalp is so much cleaner and so moisturized. And yeah, I think I washed it last week with this, and then this week with it, and it was just like, there's such a difference. So if you have trouble with like dry scalp or flaky scalp or anything like that, you might want to try this African Black Soap Bamboo Charcoal Deep Cleansing Shampoo. I have seen people of different hair textures use it, including folks who have natural hair like me, or really like loose straight hair, like some white folk. So this is a really good shampoo, and it wasn't super expensive. Now the other two things, this is the leave-in conditioner I've been using. It's by Mielle, and it's a pomegranate and honey leave-in conditioner. And I usually, if I am, who said something? Usually, if I am wanting to do some styling, I will go in with this honey and ginger styling gel from the same brand. I really like these. They smell delicious. I will put these together. I'll put the leave-in, and I'll kind of comb through my hair, and then I'll put the styling gel and do whatever like ponytail or slick down look I want to do, and then just tie it with one of my new silk scarves, which I love. So I just wanted to tell you about those products, just to like let you know some things besides eyeshadow that I use daily. I use daily. What word was I trying to say? I don't know. So, thank you so much for watching. I hope this was helpful. I also hope that you're continuing to take care of yourself. Please be sure to like the video and also subscribe to the channel so you can always be on top of what I'm using from my weekly roundups. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time.